Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to this new lesson. Today we are going to take listening and grammar. The name of the course is Megago 1. This is from Unit 6 and we're still in the first semester and we are targeting first secondary stage. What we will learn, as you can see, we have 5 different objectives. Number 1, make questions using model auxiliaries. 2, listen for specific information to complete the chart about problems. And number 3, use had, better in questions, affirmative and negative sentences. And the 4th objective, use model auxiliaries should, ought to, and might, could in affirmative and negative sentences. And the last objective, identify the difference between 2 and 3 word verbs. All right, so we should cover all those objectives of this lesson. And as usual, the warm-up page. And give those boys an advice. Or give the boys an advice. They should drive slowly. They should drive slowly. They shouldn't drive recklessly. Model auxiliaries should, ought to, might, could. They use to give advice. Model auxiliaries, not plus the verb in the infinitive. He drove slowly. Evaluation. Choose the correct answer. You should stay, staying. Sarah could buy, buying, bought. Address. You ought to have, had, has, told me that before. And the right answers. You should stay. Sarah could buy dresses. You ought to have told me that before. Now it's time for the had better. It is used to give advice. It's stronger than ought to and should. Had better, not plus the verb in the infinitive. They had better drive slowly. You'd better not take it. Evaluation. Write sentences using had, better, give an advice. Our car is really falling apart. It's time we bought a new one. And the second sentence, the kids have been playing all day. It's time they went to bed. Your mission is to write sentences using had, better, give an advice. The first sentence, our car is really falling apart. We had better buy a new one. The second sentence, the kids have been playing all day. They had better go to bed. And also we have another evaluation. Make the following sentences negative. You should add not in those two different sentences. You had better take a vacation. Children had better go to bed. You had better not to take a vacation. Children had better go to bed. Children had better not to go or not go to bed. Two-word and three-word verbs. The meaning of two- and three-word verbs is often very different from the words taken separately. Number 1, verb plus the adverb particle. He gave up smoking for health reasons. He gave me a present. While in the second form, verb plus the adverb particle plus the preposition. As you can see, I get along well with Fatima. Evaluation. Choose the correct answer. The magazines were old. That's why I throw away. Throw them away. Throw them. When you finish using the computer, please turn it off. Turn off. Turn it. He gave it up. He gave up. He gave it smoking for health reason. They put it off, or put it the meeting until next week. The magazines were old. That's why I throw them away. He gave up smoking for health reasons. And when you finish using the computer, please turn it off. And the last sentence, they put off the meeting until next week. Now time for listening. And just listen to that audio. 3 teenagers are talking to Dr. Wise about their problems. Complete the chart after you listen.
Page 72. 5. Listening. 3 teenagers are talking to Dr. Wise about their problems. Complete the chart. Conversation 1.
Now, Harvey, what seems to be the problem?
Well, doctor, whenever I look at myself in the mirror, I feel terrible. I'm putting on so much weight.
Do you ever work out? Do you exercise?
Not really. I spend a lot of time sitting at my desk playing games on my computer.
What kind of food do you eat?
I have the usual pizza, beef burgers, fries, mostly fast food, but I don't eat all that much.
It isn't just the quantity, it's the quality. You should change your diet and eat more salads, fruits, and vegetables. And you ought to take up a sport or do some other physical activity.
Can't you just prescribe some of those diet pills, doctor?
Conversation 2.
What can I do for you, Idel?
Doctor, I have a problem with my skin. Look at my arms and hands. They're really itchy, and I scratch all the time.
Have you talked to your parents about this? Have you used a different soap or something lately?
Actually, it was my parents who suggested I come and see you. No, I haven't used a different soap, and I know we haven't changed detergent, so I don't know what it is.
What have you been eating?
Meat and vegetables and some fruit. Fries, but I've always had fries. They've never done this to me. Oh, yes, cashew nuts. I eat loads of nuts because I do a lot of training for the football team, you know.
Well, Idel, I don't think you need to worry about anything as long as you stop eating nuts. Yes, I know they're really nutritious, but they don't seem to agree with you. And just to be on the safe side, I would advise you to stay away from all types of nuts and salty snacks.
Conversation 3.
So, Saeed, what's the matter with you?
I'm not sure. Every time I exercise or run, I feel really weak. The other day, I nearly fainted at school. And the strange thing is, I eat well and I watch what I eat. I try to avoid junk food. I don't eat any sugar. I don't use salt.
I've known you since you were a kid and you never had a problem. What made you give up salt and sugar completely? Did anyone encourage you to avoid them?
Well, actually, no, but I read some articles on the web, and they said that if you're a man, it's a good idea to be careful with food and to get regular exercise as prevention against high blood pressure.
Saeed, you're a young man. You've been strong and healthy since you were a baby. No wonder you've been feeling faint. You use up a lot of energy and you need calories, fuel for your system. Start with salt in your food. By the way, a little sugar won't hurt you, especially before or after practice. Your body needs it. The articles you read were probably addressed to older men, not teenagers like yourself. And don't believe everything you read, at least not yet.
All right. Now you should write the problems and as well as the doctor's advice, and we can check it together as you can see. For Harvey, he is gaining weight, and the advice he should change his diet and take up a sport or do some other physical activity. Idle, he has a problem with his skin. He should stop eating nuts. And said he feels weak every time he exercises. He should start having salt in his food. Again, today we'll learn model auxiliaries should, ought to, might, could. They used to give advice. And this is the example. He drove slowly, as well as had better. It used to give advice stronger than ought to and should. They had better drive slowly. You'd better not take it. And for 2-word and 3-word verbs, the meaning of 2- and 3-word verbs is often very different from the words taken separately. You can see he gave up smoking for health reasons. He gave me a present. And the other form, I get along well with Fatima. And those were the references. I would like to thank you for you watching. I hope you do enjoy the lesson. For more information and lesson, please visit our website or contact us via Twitter account. If you prefer to call, this is the right number, 800-442-2220. Thank you again. Hope to see you next time. Until that, goodbye for now.